Karnataka activist murdered, in fact, 2 arrested in the activist killing case. The Shivamoga police has now confirmed that 2 accused have been arrested in the Shivamoga Bajrang Dal activist death case. The accused have been booked under IPC section 302 for murder. Harsha, the victim in this case, was returning after having dinner at a hotel on the 20th night when he was approached in his house and attacked by miscreants. Neha Hebbale joining us live. Neha, what do we know so far about the Karnataka activist death case?
Yes, Afrida, the latest coming in from the police department here in Shivamoga district, where they tell us that 2 people have been arrested right now with regard to the murder of this Bajrang Dal activist Harsha. Harsha was about 28 years is what we understand. The police, in fact, also mentioning over here that, in fact, he had complained of some death threats, and now we're seeing in the latest that he was murdered just last night near his house. He was actually chased down and murdered. In fact, on a road where it's well lit, where there are street lights. The police, of course, while conducting their search in that entire area, also picked up quite a bit of evidence from that area. He was rushed to the hospital later, where we saw huge protests taking place. The situation still tense in Shivamoga district right now. It continues to remain volatile with heavy police deployment across the entire town of Shivamoga, where Section 144 has been imposed. Schools and colleges also shut for 2 days is what we pick up today and tomorrow. And basis how, the situation continues on ground, they will, of course, be taking a call. But definitely a big breakthrough coming in over here. 2 arrests that have been made by the Shivamoga police. The background of these 2 people, of course, information not being divulged at the moment about that. But, this is, of course, the latest coming in.
2 arrests made in this case. Neha Hebbale getting us the details. Thanks very much. Protests have erupted in Karnataka's Shivamoga post the death of a right-wing activist who was allegedly chased down and murdered last night. Police struggled to control the mob as stone pelting and vehicles were set ablaze, forcing cops to resort to lathi charge. Prohibitory orders have now been imposed and heavy deployments of police seen around the area to maintain calm. Remember, Karnataka Home Minister visited the deceased family and ruled out any connection of this case to the hijab row.
We are at the junction now in Shivamoga. Now again, slow clearing is happening. People have stopped here to see sure that agitation is also happening. Cops, you can see, I can show you the cops here trying to control the crowd there at the entrance of this lane. Yeah, so that's a little crowd wanted to diverge from the main route, but now cops are bringing them back to ensure that they do not go into other areas which are sensitive, and they are ensuring that to go into the lane which has been promised to them, which they had officially asked for permission to take the route from. Cops are here, you can see now. Again, stone pelting is happening now you can see in this particular building. Cops are unable to control right now. The situation is little tense here, and cops are you can see, standing here while the stone pelting is happening, and they're trying to dissuade the protesters from one side. They're moving the protesters, trying to ensure that the march doesn't stop, so that otherwise it leads to more issues, violence there. And you can see some of the people have diverged and gone to the other lane, and they are stone pelting is seeing this in the visuals also happening the other side of the lane here. Cops are trying to ensure that peace and tranquility is maintained. They are having a hard time here.
In fact, what is also important in this case is to remember that the Home Minister has given this clarification about absolutely no link that has been found in the case that has happened in Shivamoga to what is happening in schools and colleges with the hijab row. The murder, of course, has triggered a political war of words, and Karnataka Minister K.S. Ishwarappa has made a controversial comment which has stoked another controversy, alleging that the Karnataka Congress chief D.K. Shivkumar had provoked this killing. D.K. Shivkumar has denied the allegations and in turn demanded the resignation of Ishwarappa. Karnataka Assembly has been adjourned following Congress protests. Remember, Ishwarappa is embroiled in another controversy regarding hoisting a saffron flag.
Some internal issues as raised in Shivamoga, and a murder has been taken place. We condemn it. Let the action be taken on the culprits. I don't want to give a political picture. Mr. Ishwarappa might be commenting on me. It is quite natural.
Yes, sir,
If he doesn't comment on me, he doesn't have a political space in his party. You know that he may be sacked. That is why he's trying to take my name under the shelter.
He's gone
First he has to be registered with a case, sedition case. First he has to be arrested. He has to be sacked. Then things will come to normalcy.
Yes, sir, he's gone on to directly make a statement saying, because of statements being made by you, by Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, that people over there are being emboldened to do such acts, sir.
If I have done anything wrong, he is very free. Government is free. Home Minister is free. SP is free. Let them take action. If anything I have done wrong, no one should pardon me. It is their bound duty. First, our country's integrity is very much important.
And lastly, sir, we are already seeing that this comes at a time when, Karnataka has been mired with a controversy over the hijab row. We also, actively pick up that the person who was murdered, sir, the activist, did take part in the saffron shawl protest also recently, sir. So do you think that, this has anything to do with that? Are they completely separate? Some personal enmity probably?
It is no way connected to the hijab or any other thing. Some personal issue already I could see in the media. A statement has come out with one of the accused who have been arrested, that it is a personal war which was going on between them.